Hello everyone, it's the 2nd of March and this week's challenge is Rise Up against Negan. The star hero this week is King Ezekiel, and we've got charged warriors to help us. I'm personally looking forward to using Zeke in lead. His redone leader trait is still pretty good, especially if you've got Morning Stars. I also got myself the Interrupt Morning Star that was on sale recently. So looking forward to trying that out. Hopefully it'll help with some of these maps that have tanks on. What I've also got to say is this is a new and improved challenge overview, because I can also now reveal what the weekend events will be. So this weekend's event, starting on Friday, will be free badge swap. So time to get your badges in order, get rid of your greens and blues and get those gold ones on. If you need any help making badges, you can check out one of my guides in the tutorials playlist on my channel. But if you've got time and the inclination, it's a good time to improve some of your heroes. But that's not all. Alongside this, we also have the amazing event of 6 unlocks an hour instead of the usual 4. So there's that to look forward to as well. But yeah, not great this weekend, but can be useful, especially if you're looking for gear, looking for the new primed trait on the shooter armor. Then gear scavengers might be a good thing to do this weekend. Be able to do 6 an hour instead of 4. Anyway, on with the maps. So first map I'm going to talk about is Breakdown. This is a survive a certain number of turns map. Starts like this with 2 walkers on the map. And then after at the beginning of the first turn, you get a spawn like this. So you get some from the right and some from the bottom. You've got to survive to the end of the 5th turn to be able to open the door. I believe the second and the start of the 3rd turn there is no spawn, and then you get spawns on turn 4. And on turn 5 you'll get the spawn like this on the bottom, including an extra tank. As soon as you see that tank spawn at the bottom, you know the next turn you'll be able to open the end of that turn. So next turn you'll be able to open the door and get out. Good teams for this. I mean, I was doing it with this team for quite a while, herding and just killing everything to keep it as sparse as possible, so that I can get, because obviously this spawn won't be able to get to you on the next turn, so you can get out. Higher levels, you can try building a wall with bruisers, and then just surviving for that amount for 5 turns. It's not the easiest thing to do, but Mask might help you on that. Zeke in lead, possibly 3 warriors with Morning Stars to keep everything stunned, and keep everything back away from you until that 5th turn. And you've also always got Spy to fall back on if you're struggling. Try and get them charged up and keep everything stunned. You'll want to move to the right hand side if you're doing that, and then once the 5 turns are up, you can move to the door. You can almost treat it like a kill all walkers, because once the door's flashing, I don't believe there's any more spawns, and then you can just kill everything and open the door at your leisure. Next map is Daryls Nightmare. On this one, you've got to hit the 3 radios. It's just like the season mission. Hit the 3 radios and then get to the exit. You start with 3 walkers behind you. And on the end of the 1st turn, the start of the 2nd turn, a tank will spawn in one of the back 2 spaces. So what you want to do is either kill or stun everything that's there, and then make sure you spawn block the left 2 spaces. for the start of that turn. After that, you can then move to this position to stop any more auto spawns, because they will come out where Beta and Sasha are stood for 4 or 5 turns, I think it is. So you can spawn block those, and then nothing else will come out behind you. Then you've got to make your way to the right and kill everything on the way. There is a tank as well over here somewhere. Once they're all dead, and before you open the last door, so before you hit the second radio, you stand a hunter here or in the bottom right square. You can actually see through the door. You can glitch through it. You can target the walker on the other side. So if you've got a hunter or a shooter with at least silver range weapon, you can set the tank on fire and the other 2 walkers that are in there. Wait for it to burn out before you open the door, and then go and get the third radio. Once you've hit the third radio, I believe it's straight away you'll get a spawn on the bottom line, somewhere below Sasha in one of those 3 spaces. So make sure you've got someone able to stun or kill it before you hit that radio, and then you'll be able to just run to the line after that. So beware of that one. And something else to worry about is the end turn button. It can get in the way quite easily on this map towards the end. So just be careful of that. Next one is Boombox. And with Boombox you need to get to the car door to turn the sound off, and then kill all the remaining walkers. As long as the car is making sound, you'll get auto spawns every turn, and the map can fill up pretty quickly if you don't get that turned off pretty soon. Pizza Glen is great for this, especially if the way to the door is clear. You can run in, hit the door, run away, and then you only have the starting walkers to kill. So I'm thinking that 2 warriors and Pizza Glen is going to work pretty well most of the way on this map. Obviously, Spy or Smy works pretty well as well. Just kill everything, keep everything stunned. And I was having fun last time with Shane, just bunching them up and exploding them. That was also really quite good fun. But doubt I'll do it too much this time, because I'll be using Zeke in lead most of the time. Maybe at higher levels, but then I'll probably go for Sasha, Assault, either Mercer or Princess, and Shane to do that. Next map is Jagged. Pretty horrible map. It's got a spiker on it, so that's never a good start. Threat counter, and there are auto spawns at certain points. One way of doing this is you can take some threat reduction and some silent weapons, kill all the starting walkers, and then work on the spike. I was using Daryl with a Guild Wars rifle, which was pretty much silent in his hands. Every time a spike, when you kill the first spike, another one spawns along with 2 normal walkers, and 2 walkers spawn from the right hand container. You can spawn block them by standing like this. Once you've killed the second spike, the top container flashes, and I think that's 2 turns on that gate. But if you've kept the threat down and spawn blocked here, you'll be alright. With Spy or Smy, you want to have Shiva so that you can get the tank spike's attention, otherwise they can often just wander around at the back of the map here. And what you want to do is stand in the top right, or where Rick and Beta are at the moment. Build yourself a stone wall until the spikes are dead, and then just make your way to the container. I never really played it like that. It's just It's not really my style, but it does work pretty well. I've seen some videos of it, but it takes a long time. So Zeke in lead, you'll be able to keep pushing that spike away. So possibly Zeke, someone with fire. I don't even need someone with fire if you've got the time and someone to keep the threat down. Shouldn't be too difficult for quite a while, to be honest. Next map is Beach Life. It's slightly different to the Beach Life we know and love from grinding for phones on Radioactive. You got quite a few walkers on the map to start with. Apparently no incoming, which is quite useful, but you do get a lot of auto spawns to start, although they do stop after a while, and they come from where this 42 is at the top middle of the map there. You also get a goo spawn on the 3rd or 4th turn. What you can do is just keep the threat to 0 and kill everything, and then when everything's dead, just wander off to the line. So I believe Silent Spy or Silent Smy team will work quite well here for quite a while, especially if you can get these goo to burn out rather than needing to explode it. The other technique you can use, which I'm sure will be quite useful this week, will be just running for it. So you run and stun that top walker with a warrior of a morning star, so Zeke. And then you move down to the left and either herd or stun everything down there. So right, get Glenn in lead with an assault, and a warrior was working quite well. 2 warriors with morning stars will work quite well. Or right, get Glenn in there somewhere to stun a bunch of them and then run to the line. This is my preferred one. Used to work quite well most of the time. I was a lot quicker than staying back and killing everything. Although with Mercer, who knows, it might be quicker to do that nowadays. Next one is Graveyard Shift. Start with these walkers, this many walkers every time. And when you kill them, you'll get an auto spawn, and then another auto spawn, and another. You're meant to kill all walkers. There is a trick to this where you can miss out the whole final wave of walkers, which include a tank. And to do this, you need to know how it works. So as soon as you kill the last of these starting spawns, 2 more walkers spawn down here. If you kill both of these at this point, then 3 more walkers will spawn on the left. And if you can kill all 3 of those in one go, the map ends. If you can't kill these 2 walkers to start with, then you get a spawn that looks like this. So you've got the 2 walkers, one's moved up, and 3 more. Nothing else will spawn now until you've killed these walkers on here now. And as soon as you've killed the last of these walkers, 3 walkers will spawn in the bottom left. What you can do is you can spawn block 2 of them by standing with Peter and Ricker and one other person in that left hand side, which means only 1 will spawn. And if you can kill that one on that very same turn, so with a Rick's charge attack or having them all charged, then that will finish the map. If you can't kill it on that turn, then you'll get, I think, a tank and 3 more walkers spawn on the right hand side, and you'll have to kill them as well. So depending on the difficulty, and making sure you've got people charged and full turns once you've killed the certain waves, you can make it quite a short map. If you fail to kill something, then you're going to get more spawns until that end point. I will show you what I mean, obviously, with a commentary video. You could probably find one of my previous ones on my channel as well if you're interested. Zeke and lead on this, it's going to make it pretty much a piece of cake. There's not that many walkers on the map at any one time, so you should be able to control it pretty well with 3 warriors, or 2 warriors and someone with fire. The fire there is just to speed up them dying, and also you can time it so they burn out at the correct time, allowing you to get your full movements in. And that's apparently it. So I hope you found this video useful, and if you like it, please do leave a like and a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and let me know what you think of the weekend events as well, because it's always good to know what people think. There might be something I'm missing about 6 unlocks that mean it's the greatest one there ever was. But yeah, and check out my videos coming up this week, and thanks very much for watching. See you soon.